Hello, welcome back to Benasushi LiveENODING. In this video, we're gonna take a look at the creations of this setup. Basically, a classic kind of like a shelling kind of effects. You probably have seen me made this in the past, but we have not done it using the animation nodes, delay, offset, and stuff. So yeah, let's just get started. Um, we can start with a live text effect. Or live text object, and this text object I'm gonna rotate it rotate it 90 degrees. It's gonna type as, extrude it a little bit, give some depth. So we have this, center it, Alt G, scale it maybe. So this is a live text. I can always change it anytime. And we're gonna process this using Sverchok. So this is like a combination of many different modifier and nodes. So this is just a simple text. It's a live text object, so we need to remesh it. I'll remesh it until around something like that. I can go even further for more details, but I think this is okay for demonstration. So this is text object, of course, and if you want to kind of keep it alive, you want to bring it into Sverchok and turn it into mesh. But for our case, I guess I will just actually go a little bit higher and apply this or convert this to mesh object. So this is mesh object now, and we can apply particles. I'm gonna emit 1000 particles, and I will use this modifier, explode modifier, and you can see this is the effects we are going for, kind of like a way to cut all these faces into interesting shapes. You want to also turn on cut edges. So I think that's kind of interesting. Let me try smooth it, for example. Where's the smooth modifier? Skin. Smooth, okay. Probably want to make the particles a little bit more random. Less particles. So that's a little bit better looking for our shelling. Okay, let's get rid of smooth. So now we have this, but it's already broken. We don't want that. We want to get rid of the physics. So now it looks like a single piece of object, but it's actually like a multiple piece. So if we smooth it again, see? That's how it's gonna be when it's getting shelled. Okay, now this thing is ready. So that's gonna be our master objects. Now we're gonna go to Sverchok. We're gonna separate this into pieces. So objects in, get selections, turn on post modifier, and here we can do separate objects. And we're gonna output it. We're gonna group the output object. It's gonna be multiple pieces. See, 400 pieces. So this guy can now hidden. Oh, actually, the one from Sverchok should be on the other layer. Ah, all these pieces. Okay, I go to this layer again, layer 2, and put this on layer 1. And I'm just gonna hide the text object. Back to layer 1. So we can see the pieces is actually still laying down like that. because of the transformations. We need to apply the transformations. So matrix apply, and we should be good. So this pieces is already separated, and we can animate it using animation nodes. If I run this playback, it's going to be really slow because Sverchok is trying to separate it on every frame. So we don't want that. Basically, we want to just turn off Sverchok at this point. Turn off the P for processing. Now we can switch to animation nodes. File, save as animation nodes, and then here we can use the usual objects from group. I'm gonna get our objects. Oh yeah, there's one more thing here, very important. So each pieces at this point is actually have their pivot at 0, 0, 0. You see that icon there. There's that. So we actually want each pieces at their origin. Set it to geometry. Now this is the correct way, and then now we want to go to animation nodes, and then let's see, select all these parts, and then new. I think there's a problem here. So these should be animation nodes, and there you go. That's what I want. Okay, we need to hit updates. So select all these objects, and then get from current transforms. That's very important. That's a piece of data we need inside animation nodes. That's like the default value or the final pose for each of these objects. So object ID key, get it. Initial transform. There's actually this sort objects, very cool. Sort objects is very cool. Basically, you select these objects manually, and then you can get that data to sort objects. I might do that again. So matrix transform output. So this is our object. This is the initial transform. So now it's good. You can see these 3 nodes, and then if these objects are all in the right positions, then you are good. Okay, let's offset the matrix. And for this, we can just offset it you can offset it in a random fashion, but you can also just use maybe just the locations. Bring it up maybe. So you can see this is the final animations, but it's not so interesting at the moment if it's just like an offset of the whole thing. But like I said, if you use delay, or in this case, I'm gonna use a fade fall off, it's gonna be a little bit more interesting. So this is what I mean by shelling effects. You might see it in the movie like Ghost in the Shell, maybe. So currently it's pretty much linear, it's just moving up. What will be cool is that if we can maybe control the interpolations a little bit, make it more random. But I guess it's okay for now. We can turn on interpolations, like maybe like back. So there's a little bit of extra animation there. Or do the opposite effects. So if you can see the letter here, like the original position and the final position, right? but in reality you want to just frame the camera like this and you should get the effects. Currently the interpolation is probably wrong, so that's the kind of effects that I was talking about. There's a bit of overshoot if that's what you want, the overshoot, but you might want to use the other one, like exponential maybe. So it's like slowing down when it forms the whole object. So yeah, that's I guess that's pretty much it. If you want to make like to make this a little bit more random looking, you can use maybe randomized input vertices for this guy and process it in Sverchok. Yeah, something like that. Back to animation nodes. So it seems to have changed. Something seems to have changed here. Maybe with the scaling or something. Oh, there you go. Back to normal. So start and end. This guy seems to become a single object now. Oh, this one, I did wrong. This should be before. Okay, now back to animation nodes. There you go. That's the whole effect right there. I think we can just plug in like a frame into here and animate it. Oh, we need to turn off Sverchok calculations. There you go. Just animation nodes, and then if we make it full screen, it's a lot faster, and you can also bake it. So yeah, that's the whole shelling kind of effects that I was talking about. I think what can be improved is that if this shelling, instead of just linearly falling down, maybe the motion can be more random and then it falls into place. I think that's really nice effect. And the whole thing is procedural, so maybe if you want to change the letter, if you make everything live, it's very easy to change. Of course, you don't need to use letter. You can use any kind of 3D mesh. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.